Want to know how ashwagandha helped me overcome postpartum depression? Watch this video to learn how ashwagandha helped me and the mistakes I made during postpartum depression that held back my healing for years. What is ashwagandha? Why is it so popular right now? Known to give us the strength of stallions, it's a mild sedative, so maybe that's the reason that it gives us so much strength, is that it enhances our sleep so that we wake up refreshed the next morning. Now, if you're struggling with postpartum depression, you may realize maybe that insomnia, anxiety, and depression go hand in hand. So the first thing we need to do is restore your sleep. So you want to take safe herbal remedies to help you sleep better, and ashwagandha is one of them. The German Commission E also says it's a level 1, which means it's safe to take while breastfeeding, so you can feel confident integrating it into your diet, whether you're breastfeeding or not. It also helps with acute pain, anxiety, depression, fatigue, hypothyroidism, PMS, and postpartum depression as well. There are several ways to take ashwagandha. You could take it as a supplement, as a powder form, or a tincture.
As a supplement now, and you can actually open the capsule and take just a little bit in your mouth or pour it into a warm drink, like a warm cup of milk. That's how it was traditionally taken. Make sure that you're looking for ashwagandha that says KSM-66. This uses the root of ashwagandha, and it's the highest available type of herbal remedy we should be consuming.
So the mistakes I made during postpartum depression have to do with ashwagandha. So what I was doing is similar to what you may be doing, is searching for herbs to help me sleep. So I was taking valerian, California poppy, lemon balm. I was taking all of these herbs to help me sleep, and nothing was touching my postpartum depression. When I integrated an adaptogen, ashwagandha, then I had a breakthrough, what I'm calling a breakthrough. I'm not a psychiatrist, but a breakthrough with my postpartum depression. What I mean that is, I was a bit manic before, I had this breakthrough, and then afterwards I knew I was going to be okay. So if you've watched this video, you'd know the signs of postpartum depression, and one of them is suicidal thoughts. So I was having these suicidal thoughts of myself and my children, with despair, with hopelessness. And then after the ashwagandha, I still struggled, but at least I knew I was going to be okay. So that is the benefit of taking an adaptogen. That was the benefit of ashwagandha for me. But keep in mind the mistakes that I made. Number one, I was just taking a nervine. I was taking herbs to help me sleep, but I was not taking an adaptogen. So in the postpartum depression course, I go over how 50% of your herbal intake, your supplement, should be an adaptogen, because the adaptogen is what makes you resilient and helps you overcome depression.
Crying all the time and tired of trying to figure this out on your own, this root cause strategy of using supplements and herbs is helping my clients break through postpartum depression. Use your secret link below to save on the postpartum depression relief mini course.
Other mistakes I made, number 2, is not asking for help. So I didn't know who to ask for. I reached out to my herbalist, she was too expensive. I reached out to my yoga instructor, she said do a longer shavasana. I was afraid to go to my doctor because I didn't want to take medication. So I really held myself back. I didn't want to see a psychiatrist because I was afraid of similar things, that they'd just give me medication. So all of those thoughts were wrong and held back my healing process. And that's why I'm here explaining them to you, so that you don't have to struggle as long as I did. So if you haven't seen this video, it's how EMDR helped me overcome my husband's death, but how it connected to my postpartum depression thoughts. And it's a really wild journey. So if you're struggling, I highly suggest you reach out to your therapist and ask if they offer EMDR. The third mistake I made was not adding supplements. So I was so resistant against taking supplements, but your body needs deep nourishment nourishment after each pregnancy. This
last week's video, make sure you head over there and watch it. I talk about how the right supplement is important and the 8 steps we're using to heal postpartum depression naturally.
Don't be like me and be resistant to it and say they're too expensive, they don't work. When you use supplements correctly, they help nourish your body. We just can't get enough of the vitamins and minerals in our diet that we truly need. So add in these supplements to restore your health, add in the adaptogens for resilience, and then add in the herbs for depression. Then you should see a shift occur. And I go over all of this in my mini course.
The mistake I made was not knowing which herbs were safe while breastfeeding and not trusting it, and then not incorporating St. John's wort properly. So watch this video on your screen next to learn about St. John's wort and breastfeeding safety.
Depression strategy is to have at least 50% of your intake being an adaptogen, and then the other 50% mostly nervines, and then a little 10% which is a catalyst. It just makes the blend come together. If you have any questions at all, please note it in the comment area. And I hope this has served you, and I hope you reach out for help, if not with me, then with someone else, to help you get the breakthrough of postpartum depression. Thank you.